Ibrahim, now in his early 20s, grew up in a large Fulani Muslim home in northern Nigeria. He had 7 siblings. His interest in Christianity came when he was a teenager through a friend who was a secret believer in Jesus.
I was staying with him, and anytime I was there or he visited me, he would wake up in the night and read his Bible and pray. He did that every time.
Ibrahim was impressed with his young friend's dedication to his faith.
I told him I too wanted to become a Christian, but he was afraid because he thought I was a spy. But I told him, no, I want to become a Christian. So he took me to church, and the pastor led me to Christ.
Soon after coming to Christ, the church Ibrahim attended publicly announced that he had become a Christian. The news traveled to his father, who was angry with his son's decision and threatened his life. So the pastor that brought you to Christ gets you to a safe place. Your father and your brothers find out that he is the one that is taking you to this safe place. They come to his home. They threaten to kill him, burn his house down, unless he takes them to you. Tell me what happened.
The pastor took my 2 elder brothers to where I was and brought me back home, and they tied me up for 3 days and didn't give me anything to eat.
Ibrahim was able to escape again, but it was short-lived. His brothers found him, and this time they chained him up for 3 weeks.
They also took me to so many places, including seeing an imam who did an incantation on me. They also brought me to a lady witch doctor, but they said to my brothers they couldn't help in that matter.
But the sufferings didn't stop. Another time, your father and your brothers, they caught you, they beat you up very badly, they broke your ribs. Tell me what happened.
While they were beating me, there was a woman who came to my rescue by falling on me, so they stopped beating me. I was taken to the hospital.
His family tried to force him into a marriage, and each time the girls refused because he told them he was a Christian. When his father knew there was no changing Ibrahim's mind, he told his son he disowned him. His mother even told militants to kill him if they saw him. But Ibrahim was still not able to get away from his parents, and was even forced to travel with them to work in another part of the country. While there, he met a pastor from his tribe.
I told him everything that had happened to me. He wanted to help me and connected me to another pastor who brought me here to be discipled.
So you've come here to this discipleship school, Safe House. What have you been learning?
I'm learning to be hospitable to people. I'm also learning to go outside and preach the gospel to those who don't know him. Also, my character is being molded in so many ways.
You've suffered much since becoming a follower of Jesus, the beatings, you've been chained, you've been on the run, but your faith has gotten stronger, you become bolder. What's happened? Why is that happening?
The reason I was bold is that my friend once told me that I shouldn't be afraid of the person who can kill my body, but the one who can kill both the body and soul. When I was going through these things, these words kept coming to me, so I decided to fear God who can save my soul at the end of time.
Ibrahim is also in the VOM Canada-sponsored discipleship school with a desire to be an evangelist so he can share the gospel to his Fulani people. He is also receiving vocational training so he can be self-supporting in his ministry.
The reason I want to be an evangelist is because my heart goes back to my parents. And I pray that God will give them long life so that when I'm trained and filled with the Holy Spirit, I want to go back so they can know the light of the gospel.
For more information on how you can help persecuted Christians in Nigeria and around the world, visit our website at vomcanada.com or call 905-670-9721.